Hi everybody, how are you? And look what has arrived from Canada. I've opened it up, just cut it through so I can open it up, and I've got the other deck, the Aurum Lenormand from Melissa Wotherspoon. This deck was lovingly created by Lachlan and Melissa. That's her son, Witherspoon. And I'm also going to do an interview. She's answered a couple of questions. She was good enough to and willing enough to do an interview, so I'll be working that through next time, and I'm going to do a review on these two decks. We hope you enjoy it. I love it. It's like a black and white deck with gold. Just look at that. I'm so chuffed. Most of my authors, like Monica Bodersky and friends, come from Canada, and it's lovingly packed, and it is in bubble plastic. So let's have a look what's in there. It's like always, it's like Christmas, and I'm so pleased to share it with you. And I had a Dachshund, and she was called Jessalina, Jessie for short, like music, Jazzy, and she was a beautiful dog. And I'm getting emotional again always when I talk about Jess. And Melissa had a Dachshund called Stella, and she's on one of the pictures. I don't know which one it is yet, but we will get to know that. And that's the death card. And that's an extra card, and you can use that as a wild card, or you can put it in a book as a page note, how to note a page. But I love this. I'm going to put that there. And then we've got the certificate of authentication, also signed and numbered. So this is the 434th deck out of 650, and you can get this deck on Edgy because she likes to keep everything under her guide and service, and I think I take my hat off for that, because she loves to have contact with all the people that buy this deck. And she does have also Instagram, and she's a very private person, but she's lovely. She talked to me, and it just clicked because Stella and Jess have met each other. They've crossed each other's path, and now this I was watching videos one day on YouTube, and I saw this deck, and then I did my research, and that is how I found Melissa on Edgy. So it's lovely. The Low Rider Dachshund Tarot, and it's the Low Rider. They're low, short legs, so the Low Rider. I think it's a magical title, and it is a tarot. It's beautiful. I love the picture of it. May the little low riders in this deck bring you insight and comfort. This deck is dedicated to Stella and all of the creatures who change us for the better. Yes, I love Daxies. I can't live out without my Daxies, but Daxies are around 2,000 if not more euros here in Europe, in Holland, and well, I can't afford it, so I've got my beautiful Millie. I didn't want another dog because I wanted a Dachshund, but Millie came into my life, and she's the mascot of Charlie's Angel Tarot. If you follow Charlie's Angel Tarot, then you will have seen Millie Bell, and of course Matis, the Siamese cat. And Millie is also a big dog in a small package, just like a Dachshund. And I hope you will enjoy sharing this with me. I'm going to switch the camera down, not off of course, otherwise you can't share, so bear with me. So I'm going to tilt down the camera, and it's nice to see all of you again. Okay, so here we go. I might have to adjust the lights. So this is the Low Rider Tarot. I'll just have to zoom a little bit out I will zoom in again once we have the deck out on the table. It is a magnetized box. That's how it opens up. Beautiful. It's also got a beautiful substantial book and a really gorgeous ribbon. And this is Stella, wishing you a beautiful journey. So Melissa Wotherspoon has made this deck, and this is what the deck looks like, and it is foam, which is absolutely gorgeous. And look at the bottom of the deck, you see a bone. I love it. So beautiful presentation, gorgeous. Well, I'm just going to put it there. So just keep the certificate there and that there. And so we're going to have a look in the book first. Oh, it's in, it hasn't got any pictures in it, so no, it hasn't got pictures, it's got just plain, and I think that's a good idea. No, it's just got like the sun, and then you can make your own notes. So if you're a learner, you can make your own notes and keywords here whilst learning. Lovely. And let me have a look. You've got the major arcana, you can make notes on that. I'm a typical Gemini, I go from back to front. The bone spread, we've got the bone spread, lovely. Well, I might be doing that for the weekly reading. 1 option, 2 and the second option, so option 2. So you've got 2 options. Details about option 1, details about option 2 is number 3 and 4, and 5 is potential outcome, and 6 is potential outcome for number 2. So 1 outcome for number 1, outcome for number 2. Then we've got the dog pile spread. Dog pile. This is a good spread if you need some clarity with a situation. It is an action-centered and empowering. Look for intuitive visual clues in the way the images line up in the cards. You can also use the 3-card arrangement for other spreads, past, present and future. Mind, body or spirit. Think, feel or do. Beautiful. And the bone spread is, which end of the bone should I chew? So number 1 or 2 option. Which path should I take? Use this spread if you are at a crossroads and need help choosing which way to go. Look for the way the images connect. If you read reversals, what happens to the dogs when the card is reversed? How do the elements in the card relate? Beautiful. You've got an emerging from the blanket spread. That's lovely names, lovely. Very intriguing. You've got the spreads, then you've got companion to the low rider, and that's Stella. For more information, email melissawitherspoon@gmail.com. Edgy and IG, that is Instagram, Tarot Doxys. Facebook is Lowrider Tarot. Okay, I didn't know that. The back story. In November 2017, I made a very difficult decision to say goodbye to my dog, my best dog, my little red Dachshund Stella. 2 days later, on a whim, I wandered into a psychic fair and sat down with a medium whose first words were to me, "There is a dog here." The hour that followed was like a lightning bolt off the tower card. At the end of it, the medium pulled out a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and May and my past flooded in. Oh my God, how emotional. as I hadn't seen that deck, the one I used on a daily basis since my teens and early 20s, even though I had set tarot aside to make way for life stuff. It was like having a conversation with an old friend. I immediately went out and picked up a Riot Waite's deck, then a few more and a few more after that. Using tarot as a tool for processing grief, I hesitantly ventured into doing readings for others and in giving people guidance. My grief was lessened finding an amazing group of tarot lovers on Facebook. Big shout out to Tarot Nerds. I'll have to look that one up. Blew the door wide open. A year later, when Stella's death still weighing heavily on my mind, I realized I needed a creative project to dive into. Again, the thought came to me in a flash, a Dachshund themed tarot deck. Following the initial idea, each card design came about strangely easily, and each 8 by 10 oil painting for the most part seemed to paint itself. For my process, I reached out to Dachshund owners I knew who would be willing to share photos with me of their low-riding models. I had a lot of encouragement from friends and family along the way and feel very fortunate to have the support of the Tarot Nerds Dachshund community. Opting for the horizontal orientation for this deck seemed like a natural fit. I loved the long backs of the Dachshunds and their grounded, burrowing and snuggling nature. I liked the thought of that being a parallel with the cards. I feel I have achieved a grounded and settled feel by returning traditional tarot 90 degrees. The name Lowrider is a homage to the Dachshund and to the Rider Company, the publisher of the deck in 1910. I'm excited to share the deck with others, and having used it myself, I know that it can be a powerful tool for definition, reflection, meditation and peace. Thank you to everyone who's helped me. Now, if you're ordering this deck, then you'll get the inside story. Okay. It says that it's got 22 major arcana cards, so that's the wild card, I think. So the traditional 78 card tarot deck is structured into 22 major arcana, which outline the Fool's journey from naught to nothingness, total potential. Nothingness to total potential. The number 21 highlighted important events and learning, and the 56 minor arcana, which include the court cards, often representing people or personality traits, and pips from ace to 10. Aces generally signify the beginning of a phase, while 10s generally signify an ending of a phase. I suppose completion of a phase, yes. Well, that's the standard. To beginners and seasoned card slingers alike, my wish is that the little dogs on these cards carry big things for you and bring you exactly what you need in the moment you need it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm so pleased. I've been wanted this for so long. Thank you very much, Melissa, for giving it to me. This is a gift from Melissa to me, and that's awesome. So, well, you've got the sun, and it says the meaning of the sun. I'll take the sun as example, as it is the most positive card in the tarot. Tiny little Humphrey has not opened his eyes yet, but senses the warmth of the sun peeking over his human's shoulder. I'm going to do this when we get to the sun. Um, so you get the meaning of the sun and a little bit more, and you get keywords like confidence, purpose, positive energy, truth, authenticity, shadow, the other side, the reverse, the shadow is the reverse, I take it, lacking confidence, shadowy behavior, and hidden truth. So I'm going to leave the book there. Awesome. These are the backings. Well, we saw that when we got the wild card. There's a lot of people that doing the wild card or the blind card as it is known. So you can use that, or let's see what it is. This is the backing. It's like the infinity symbol. I love it, because my Daxi will always be with me. And we start off with the Fool. And now I'm going to zoom in, so bear with me. Okay. Hi, and I just had to change the camera, sorry guys. You've got the backing of the cards, looks like an infinity symbol, and that's the wild card. Right, let's see. This is the Fool. And here it looks like a long-haired Daxi, like Jess, because of all the wild hair, because you've got a wire hair, a smooth hair, and a long hair. Stella was a short-haired one. So you've got the Fool, you've got the transformation, the butterfly, the flower, a new beginning, taking that leap of faith. You can see the edge of the cliff. The magician, yeah. He's got the infinity symbol on his shoulder. This is Malleard, oh gosh, like marble effect Daxi. I don't know what the name is in English, but that's beautiful, magician. And then we've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess. And isn't that lovely? You've got the triple moon, and you've also got the B and J, like the pillars, the triple moon, just sitting on her throne. Isn't she beautiful? Then we have the Empress, and there's a pregnant doggy, Daxi, black and tan. I love it. The feminine symbol, beautiful. The Emperor, ooh, that's a beautiful Daxi. I love the way she's got the edges of the ears so sharp, and he's wearing a crown with a Daxi on it. I love it. The Emperor, and the bowl that the Emperor holds, and the staff. Then we've got the Hierophant, again a long-haired red coloured Daxi. That was Jessie. I love this deck. I'm so emotional. You've got the Bible or the book with the keys, absolutely gorgeous, and they're also numbered, so you can also do your numerology here with this deck. And then we've got the Lovers, two Daxis in bed. Yes, they love to burrow away in bed next to their owner or to each other. The Chariot, awesome. And I love this too. She's got a wheelchair for the Daxi, which you see quite often, unfortunately, because Daxis do have back problems, hernias. And then we've got the Strength, and he's dressed up as a dragon or a lion. Oh, lovely. And the infinity symbol again, Strength. As strong as a lion or as strong as a dragon. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you, thank you. The Hermit, he's climbing rocks here like the mountain. Anything that's higher than a Daxi looks like a mountain, if you understand Daxis. And the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got Daxis because they were used to hunt rabbits or badgers in the 16th, 17th century. And in Holland, the Daxis get trained to save wildlife when they are injured or shot when there is hunting, because sometimes, unfortunately, deer have to be hunted, but if a deer or a stag is shot and is hurt, they can be dangerous, so they train Dachshunds to hunt them down so they can be taken out of their misery. So, and there's also, of course, Dachshunds that you do show with beauty talent shows. Also, so we've got T for Taurus, A for Aquarius, R for Scorpio, I suppose, and so that's fire. Red is fire, yellow is the sun, so that could also be fire. Taurus is earth, that's the root chakra, the heart chakra. Yellow is fire, is Leo. That is, let's have a look. I don't know what the R stands for, and the O, because it is Scorpio and Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. So let's have a look. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Rota, when reversed, and the whole bunch more as anagrams. 2 Dachshunds and 2 rabbits circle endlessly around the nebula of stardust. They were the letters Tarot. T-A-R-O. Rota. Rota also means one after another. When reversed, and a whole bunch more of anagrams, indicating that sometimes we are a Dachshund and sometimes we are a rabbit. As the number X is the major arcana, this card is a beginning and an end of a cycle. X. Right. That's the X. Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. Tarot. Right. I didn't see that. Sometimes, like I always say, when you see decks, you don't see something the first time. Every time you will see something different. This is beautiful. Justice. You've got the pillars, the scales, and new growth. Because after justice is done, then there is also a new beginning. And this also represents Libra. Most of the major arcana cards that will represent a zodiac sign. Now, I forgot to mention that, so I could go back. I will go back, because I like to do things properly. Right, we've got the Fool. That's no zodiac sign. We've got the Magician. That's Aries or Gemini. Then we've got the High Priestess. That is Pisces or Cancer. And the Empress is Libra. Then the Emperor, that is Aries. Then we've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Then we've got the Lovers, which is Gemini. Then we have Chariot, that's Cancer. Then we have the Strength, that's Leo. Then we have the Hermit, which is Virgo. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that doesn't represent, it represents Taurus, Leo, Scorpio or Aquarius. And then we have the Justice card, that's Libra. And then the Hanged Man. You can say it's Scorpio, but it doesn't necessarily mean Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio is usually the Death card. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man. So he's hanging upside down. Isn't that great? Again, a long-haired Dachshund. And then we've got the Death, and that's Scorpio. Some people do use the Hanged Man as Scorpio. Then we've got Temperance, and that is Sagittarius. Now, the Death, again, the butterfly transformation, leaving the old behind. There's no meat anymore on the bones. This is just happening out of my head. So, you've got nothing left, it's finished. Boom. And the sun, the dawn, is breaking in the background to a new beginning. Awesome. Going into a new phase. Temperance. And this is literally gorgeous. This looks like a taxi at the beach site going into the water. And you've got the triangle here. The triangle keeps things pure. Little feet. He's standing with one foot in the water and one out. You see the detail on such simple pictures. You've got the blue eye and the brown eye. Magical. And I love this one. That's the devil. And the devil is Capricorn. And you've got the sign, the pentagram there. And he's pegged his ears to the chains. Oh, that washing pegs. Oh, you can break free though. Okay, then we have the tower. Then we have the star. I love that. Actually, that's very bad for a Dachshund when you sit like that for their back. But sometimes they do that when they beg. You can see the tower, the lighthouse in the back. Oh, magic. Dark. You can see the thunder. It's a dark moment because something is unexpectedly changing. And then we've got the star, which is Aquarius. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. You are a star. And you've got the sign of Aquarius on his collar. Oh, beautiful. The moon, Pisces and Cancer. And the dark side, the shadow side, is the wolf within us, our fears or our negative side. Shadow is not always negative. It is also something, if you're scared to come out or say something. It's like the high priestess, the secretness, the light side and the dark side of the moon, secrets unknown. That's a short-haired Dachshund. And then we have the sun. Ah, birth. Isn't that beautiful? Ah, I remember when Jess was that small. She was gorgeous. Then we have judgment. And we've got the trumpet there going in new life. You can also see a little bit of English tradition with the flag. I think that's a Scottish flag. And then I love this picture. Yes, this is I'm going to read this because I know this for a fact. The pan, the frying pan. She's sitting in the frying pan. Usually in dog homes, some dogs are allowed to lick the pan. Okay. That doesn't mean anything about the world though, but the frying pan is circular, so that represents the world. The circular, something circular in the picture. George is depicted here, and nearly every card has some significant name of a Dachshund, like Cleo, Tiny, Bentley. So that's how the descriptions start. And here it is. George is depicted here in a situation that is not uncommon in our household. After a meal is cleaned out of the frying pan, we lay it down for the dogs to enjoy. This is known as a pre-clean cycle. Often after the pre-clean cycle, George realizes he fits into the frying pan and climbs to enjoy the retained warmth of the pan. George has a very short, smooth coat and a touch of alopecia. Alopecia means that he has hair loss, so spots that have no hair. This has prompted the nickname Poor George. Porch, in other words, porch is made from Poor George and Porgy. But sitting in his pan, George is victorious. He has participated in the pre-clean cycle and he is in harmony with the warm pan. Nothing can ruin the moment. Closure and completion is symbolized in the round shape of the pan, which symbolizes success. The four elements are symbolized here: fire in the frying pan by itself, water, cloud vapor, air as George floats above the land, and earth. If the world comes up for you in a reading, it is a sign of just like George, using the pan as protection and comfort. You have built up your resources to protect yourself from harshness around you. Realize that you are the one to make the choice about whether people affect you or not. You may have just realized the connection between the things, or are marking some kind of major turning point or milestone in your life. If this card appears reversed or in shadow work, ask yourself what is causing a lack of closure, or what would bring you more fulfillment. Keywords: closure, completeness, harmony, achievement. Shadow: lack, closure, sometimes missing. And you may make notes. So that is beautiful. So that's the card, the frying pan. You can use that as a new keyword for the world. Okay, and obviously she hasn't got the signs here, but she's got the colors of the elements here. So that is in the world, it's the same. It's Taurus, it is Leo, and Scorpio, and Aquarius, like the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Now we're going into the small arcana. Beautiful. You've got the bone there, a new beginning on the growth of the twig. Then we've got the Two of Wands, and the two sticks are standing in the background, and it looks like a swimming pool and a ladder or something. And you've got the ball, the tennis ball, looking like a world, partnering up globally. Very nice. So simple, but yet you get all the basic meaning and more. And you've got the Three of Wands, and they're sitting on the harbour, boats coming in, looking at their boat of abundance coming in. And then we've got the Four of Wands. Then we've got the Five of Wands, tug of war. Yes, they're pulling competition or disagreement. Everybody wants peace, or wants the toy. The Six of Wands, the wreath of champions, and all the confetti celebrations, victory. He's carrying a really big stick, short-haired Daxy, must be Stella. Seven of Wands, howling to the moon. Let it rip. Defending yourself. The Eight of Wands. There you are, the dapple. Long hair, short hair. Lovely. And then the Nine of Wands. All the twigs he's collected, but it hurt his nose. Because it's usually a man with bandages, but here it's a plaster. Gorgeous, I love it. Thank you, Melissa. 10 of Wands, plentiful, the big fat duxie. I like this one though. They're also cuddly, but you should never ever get your Daxie or any dog fat, because that's not good for them. And we've got the Page of Wands, being playful. The Knight of Wands. Dressed up Daxie. Where's the Queen? The Knight. There you are. The Queen. She's beautiful. With a weasel. The Queen of Wands. I suppose the weasel's supposed to be the black cat. I love it. And that's the King of Wands. we're going to the Ace of Cups. The bowl, the drinking bowl, is used as the cups. Beautiful. Then we've got the Two of Cups, and that is the picture on the box. Look at all the water droplets. Beautiful. I love it. The Three of Cups. The puppies. The Four of Cups. Oh, dreaming away, and a butterfly is trying to get his attention with a little bone. But nothing is moving. He's dreaming. Let me be in peace. Five of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puddles. Ah. Oh, he looks soaking wet. The Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups, dreaming away. You don't know, that's why it's looking, he's back. He wants to chase rabbits or bone or a stick or ball. Meat, steak, or love. The Eight of Cups. They're very slippery, so that means that they will be good in shaking or shoveling. 8 bowls. Walking away. Oh, he's going to swim. He's going across the lake. He's left his towel behind. The 9 of Cups. Lady of Leisure. The 10 of Cups. Together. Nestling. Oh yes, I love it. Canoodly doodly. And here we've got the Page of Cups. And the fish on the paper cup. Very nicely thought through. Then we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the hearts on here, and also water behind him. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We've got the bowl here with jewels hanging out. Ooh, ooh. And the King of Cups, Neptune. That looks like a heart as well. And now we're going on to the swords. Yeah! I love it. An invisible crown, because it means victory. The Ace of Swords. Then we've got the Two of Swords. I like the way she's wearing a scarf. And you've got a little dolphin here on a chain. Three of Swords, a broken heart. This must be a Christmas decoration. And it looks like a Dachshund hiding underneath a fox's fur, a carpet or something. Okay, you can see the nose sticking out here. The Four of Swords, taking time out, meditation, meditating together. We used to do that. And then you have the Five of Swords, and it looks like something, a screen or a carpet with a digital text, but you can see the swords lying on the ground as well. Very modern. The Six of Swords, the swords are here. He's got his jacket on with a little rucksack. And then you've got the Seven of Swords. And I think that with a little rucksack, because you're moving on, you're moving away. Very well. I think it's really cleverly thought through. The Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Also moving. Well, usually you see somebody stuck in a circle of swords and it's a lonely pathway. So you might be stuck, you might feel lost or lonely. You don't know where you're going. The Nine of Swords. Oh, look at that scary eye. Just looks more like a photograph instead of a drawing. The scariness in their eye. In its eye. And it says rain, and got all ghosties in the background, like a wallpaper. Old. Yes, it's an ending. Nine of Swords. An ending of a face. And I think this is also one of my favorite cards, because this says it all about a Daxi. The points are like the swords, the Ten of Swords, and in the traditional tarot from Rider-Waite you have 10 swords in the back, but this means also hernias. So back pain, literally and figuratively, somebody has stabbed you in the back. Then we've got the Page of Swords. Isn't he handsome? Looking very like what? Inquisitive. Their eyes are so expressive. The Knight of Swords. Look at that, running away. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and she's got a little bone underneath her and on her collar, and I think must be Stella, because Stella was the red short-haired Daxi. Then we've got the King of Swords. That is gorgeous. A blanket with a sword, a blanket like his red cape, regal cape. Gorgeous. The Ace of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Oh, and I love this one. He's got shoes on in this one. Green shoes. The Two of Pentacles. And the little duck. He's going to go for a shower. Okay. Balancing things, of course. The Three of Pentacles. Beautiful. They actually look better on video than in this light, because the dusk is coming in, so I have to hurry up. The Four of Pentacles in the washing basket, taking time out, hiding. Isolating. Okay, that's why I said hiding. And the Five of Pentacles. That is absolutely fantastically depicted. The church window, out in the snow, and just one pentacle. But you do see sort of like other pentacles in the background. The Six of Pentacles. Share. We're sharing the couch. Doesn't matter whether you're a cat or a dog. We have respect for each other. And the cat is holding the pentacle. And then we go to the Seven of Pentacles. And it looks a lot like my remote control. He's watching TV. Right. Eight of Pentacles. Hard work, digging. He's digging things out. Look at it. Oh, that's a dapple. That's I think what's called dapple or marble. Daxi. The Nine of Pentacles. Cranberry fruit. The fruit of love. The fruit of plenty. Okay. And sunglasses, you can see the reflection, so that she's on holiday. So she's in the garden. Usually the Nine of Pentacles means the wish coming true and feeling rich and ending to negative phase or emptiness. Abundance is coming in. and now I can see it is the head of a human wearing sunglasses, and the Daxi, they're sunbathing most probably, and the Daxi is lying on top of her, putting her head on top of, on her head or his head. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles, grapes, again abundance, being together, family is important, awesome. The Page of Pentacles with a ruby cube, sorting things out, learning, challenging, news, bow tie. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, slow but steady, and that's a black and tan, like the black horse in the traditional tarot. I think it's so well thought through. And this is a character out of a Dutch painting. I can't remember. The Queen of Pentacles. She's even wearing an earring and a brooch as a pentacle, black and tan. Okay, the King of Pentacles. Oh, he's licking the plate there. He's got he's on a carpet of plenty. Again, grapes. And then we have the spare card. Now, I just have to go quickly back to the big arcana. I just want to check something. There you go. I'm going back to the death card, because the death card in the deck, this is the death card, and also here you've got the death card, so you can choose which one you would like. I like this one, so I'm going to keep that one in my deck, and I'll keep that as a reserve. So that's, you've got two changes of the transformation. Like I can relate to this because I was scared or frightened by the Raya Waits deck, and here you can see that this came outside the card. That was the extra card. You can also use this as a blind card, but these are the two death cards. This one was in the deck, and I'm putting the one that I received from Melissa in the deck because I think that's lovely. It honors Stella, and also because the death card is two dogs, so Stella and Jess have met each other, so yes, I will keep that one in there, and I will keep that one up here. You've got the butterflies here anyway, like glowworms. I love it. I love it. I love this deck. Absolutely majorly fantastic. Now, the stock of this deck is quite sturdy but very flexible. It's thicker than some cards, and like I said, they are slippery, so they shovel really well. And I hope the Dutch Kennel Club, I'm going to send a copy of the review, and there must be readers in the Dutch Kennel Club. Okay, lovely. And this is the size of them. They're the same bits. I think they're a little bit more narrow than the Raya Waits deck. So sorry, I did move that. And this is an other tarot deck. They're the same size as that one, as the light says. Okay, so awesome. Let's have a look. You can do the casino shuffle as well with them, but I won't because I can't. So let's have a look. 8 of Wands. Then we've got the 9 of Wands. I haven't shaken them properly. because I get the 7 of wands, so we have to shake them again. Okay. Oh, they shake fantastically. Come on. Very slippery. I'm taking that one. That's that one. That's the 2 of cups. Then we have the Knight of Swords. That's better. And I'll take one out of the middle. And we've got Death. Okay. We'll use these 3 cards. And I want to do that reading that Melissa has suggested. So I'm going to do the dog pile spread. That's the dog pile. Or let me do the bone. No, I think I'll take the dog pile. 1. The issue. This is the issue. Finding balance or a soulmate. Okay. This is a good spread if you need some clarity with a situation. If it is action center and empowering. Look for intuitive visual clues in the way the images line up in the cards. You can also use the 3 card arrangement for other spreads: past, present and future, mind, body and soul. Think, feel and do. Right, for whoever, take whether you want it for the past, present and future, or whether you want it about mind, body and soul, or think, feel and do. Think, feel and do. Okay, so if you take I'm going to take number 2, mind. In the mind, you might not be balanced, you might not have come to a conclusion yet with a thought, so you could be mulling over things. Let's have a look what the Knight of Swords are. You might be waiting to you might have to make decisions about a soulmate, or meeting a soulmate, or how to meet a soulmate, because you've got the 2 of Cups, which also means soulmate. You might be waiting on news from a soulmate, because you've got the Knight of Swords, and this could be Gemini, Libra or an Aquarius, or you might be waiting for news. The news will come through cyber, text message, email or telephone call. Something swift is coming towards you. Look at him, he's looking at those 2. Okay. And then you've got the Death card, which means an ending to loneliness, perhaps, because you want to be together, and a new beginning being together. Awesome. I love it. And look, it's just as well that this has happened, because this doggy is this doggy, and this doggy is that doggy, but only in a different drawing. Lovely. I love it. And it's like the light is shining because you've got glow worms. You can see so much in these simple pictures. And the stars you will be in the stars, in the going out together again. Perhaps you might be waiting for an invitation to go out to dinner and to declare your love to a new partner, or a partner that you haven't seen for a long time because of the present situation, the COVID. It could be a Scorpio, because death, Scorpio represents death. Okay, well, there you go. I have enjoyed doing this, and I'm going to use them for next week's readings. So if you would like to order a deck, then let Melissa know on Edgy. I will leave the information. I will leave the information below in the description box, and yeah, I think it's awesome. I love it. I really love the bone in the bottom of the deck. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for staying with me and watching the video. I see you soon. Take care. Please like and share. Ciao. Well, everybody, I've tidied up now, and I just wanted to say I hope you enjoyed that review, and I'm so happy with the deck. It's made my day, and I hope it's made your day. And if you know anybody that has a Daxi and that reads cards, or just has a Daxi, then it's a nice birthday present or a gift in general, or a Christmas present, because a Daxi, once you are a Daxi lover, you are always a Daxi lover. But Millie and Matis and I are saying goodbye and thank you for watching. That is Matis. And Matis is the Siamese, and she was Jessy's best friend. And she really, the story behind why I did get Millie is because I had 2 car accidents, as most of you know, and Matis became chronically ill because she missed Jess. The day after Jess had to sleep in, Matis got sick, and animals, they have feelings and souls. And 18 months later, because I had to work through my sorrow as well, I didn't want another dog, and I can't afford a Daxi, but I fell in love with Millie, and she's the mascot. But like I said, she's a small dog, like a Daxi, a big package, a big bark, a big heart in a small dog. She's gorgeous, and I'm grateful to have these 2 girls with me, and I hope you enjoy your animals too. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video, if not in the life. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.